Witness tampering everywhere. Hey, it's Susan. Welcome to today's episode of War Crimes Unit. Hey, nice to see ya. Boy, it's about an hour or so away and I've got to go into the hospital. And I'm sure they've got something concocted because this is what America, specifically the FBI, is trying to do. They're trying to regain jurisdiction. Right now, they don't have jurisdiction. They don't even have jurisdiction over me. Guess who's got jurisdiction over me? International law has got jurisdiction over me. You don't have jurisdiction. And why don't you have jurisdiction? You don't have jurisdiction because you caused this problem yourself. So I don't appreciate the spies. Every time I go out to smoke, go outside of this hotel to smoke, there's another jackass that happens to come right outside one of the other doors and just happens to come walking past me every single time. There's people upstairs, you know, this is a hotel and people come in and out. Different rooms in and out. It's a big hotel. People upstairs have been bothering me quite a bit, so I don't appreciate it. Witness tampering. You don't have jurisdiction, America. You lost jurisdiction when I left this country on a cruise back in August of 2009. That's when you lost jurisdiction. International fraud occurred when I took that cruise, passed through DHS, Homeland Security, through customs, with my U.S. passport. That's when you lost jurisdiction. So all this other crap with me having to go to Senator Harry Reid and all this other stuff is an attempt for this country to regain jurisdiction of fraud. And what is the fraud? The fraud involves the trade of children for terrorism information. Thank God the State Department has first order federal jurisdiction, or else these kids wouldn't have a chance in this world. If I left anything to law enforcement in America, these kids wouldn't have a chance in this world. They also have jurisdiction over me, first order federal jurisdiction within the United States. But due to the foreign affairs aspect, right now the United States doesn't even have jurisdiction. You could have got jurisdiction back had the Justice Department in Washington, D.C. intervened. But no, instead you have to retaliate against me. Another kid goes missing, a bunch of people go missing, and I get retaliated against heavily in Arizona and almost got killed in Las Vegas and in Arizona. And then you lost the opportunity to get jurisdiction again when I contacted the International Criminal Court and got a response back in August of 2011. And you're going to continue to not have jurisdiction because every time I come back into the United States, there's all this havoc and all this witness tampering. You don't have jurisdiction over me right now, America. You don't. As far as foreign countries go, who's got jurisdiction over me right now today as far as a foreign country? Mexico. So don't F with me on a bunch of bullshit. I'm sick of the damn spies in this hotel. I'm sick of the interference on my phone. And I'm sick of going to the hospital and being hacked at work by a bunch of goddamn nurses that you fucking paid off on some kind of black law enforcement operation because you want to try to build a case and re-obtain jurisdiction over something that you don't even have jurisdiction over right now. You don't have jurisdiction in America, and don't try to F with me to try to get it back. I can make your life much more difficult than you can ever make mine. I even tried to get other law enforcement to see if they could overthrow this. They can't overthrow it. Now, while they were able to pitch in on some information and perhaps maybe foiling some of the stuff that's kept me alive, they weren't able to obtain, the good guys weren't able to obtain jurisdiction over the bad guys. Whose fault is that? That's the U.S. Department of Justice and their respective U.S. Attorney's offices, including the U.S. Attorney's office in New Mexico, where I am right now. And I've contacted them. I contacted the U.S. Attorney's office down there. And I asked them to get my ex-boyfriend, the guy that's supposed to be deported, I asked them to get him deported, to execute his judgment. If they executed his deportation judgment that was granted back in April of 2005, that would shut this whole thing down immediately. But they, the chicken shits, like everybody else in this damn country, the damn chicken shit frickin' damn attorneys have failed. You have failed, U.S. Department of Justice, and you are going to pay for this. You keep effing with me, and I will make your life much more helpful. Because all I have to do is cross the border, and it's really, really easy for me to do. I don't even have to go to work tonight. I can leave. So what do you think about that? It's today's episode of War Crimes Unit. Keep your damsel in defense stun gun handy. There's real criminals and terrorists out there. If you want one for 7.5 million volts, shipped directly to you from Damsel in Defense, you can find it at the iSuz, that's I-S-U-Z, Home Shopping Mall on Facebook. MPs rock. I'll see you next time.